In this week's BlizzPro Weekly, BlizzCon Info Overload, Artanis hits the Nexus swinging, find a local fireside gathering to attend a watch party, Clover may or may not have gotten out of the locker, and there's a new weapon in the BlizzPro arsenal. Okay, they just grabbed me from the Payload podcast, but damn it, it's awesome. Also, a special big thanks from all of us at BlizzPro to Jake Butno for the music for the new podcast. And hey guys, be sure to go check him out at the address that is displayed on your screen at the end of the show. Make sure you check him out.
What's up, everyone? I am Kevin Ellis, also known as Multizord, and we are filming on October the 25th, 2015. My buddy Gizmozord will not be joining us this week because he's trying to avoid the plague before going to BlizzCon, where he's probably likely to catch the plague anyway. But you know how it goes. Do you have a topic that you want us to cover? Do you have any questions that you feel no one is asking? Have a question for one of our hosts? We would actually love to hear from you in a couple different ways. You can send us your emails to dearcloverfromblizzpro@gmail.com, or of course, as always, leave us some comments below. So let's actually kick things off here with some BlizzCon hype. Now, Michelle Morrow returns to co-anchor the show from the DirecTV desk. Joining Michelle this year at the DirecTV desk is Alex Albrecht. Malik Forte will be contributing to multiple facets of the show, exploring the show floor and much more as a correspondent. In case you missed the announcement earlier, Will Wheaton will be hosting this year's BlizzCon. There are going to be costume and talent contests on Friday night as well that he'll be hosting. Here's some other highlights and must-watch items and events that are happening that you might be interested in. Please note that all of the times that we're mentioning are stated in the time zone PST, Pacific, also known as Blizz time, and listed in the order that they start in, so there will be some overlap. On Friday, November the 6th, we've got the Future of StarCraft 2 from 12:30 to 1:30, Blood and Treasure from 3:30 to 4:30, where there's going to be new content and features for Reaper of Souls, Diablo there. For Overwatch, there's going to be the What's New panel from 4:45 to 5:45, where they're going to preview the newest heroes, maps, and gameplay coming into the game. And then all Blizzard contests are going to be held from 6 to 8:30 and include the following. There's the Talent Contest, where we'll have performances from the Pan-Galactic Blizzard Jazz Orchestra, and they'll move you. Seriously, Shadow, knock it off with the damn puns there.
Don't blame me, it wasn't me, PGB Joe.
Right. Anyway, and then there's the Hope Diamond Rock Quartet group from Detroit, Michigan, and also Unleasha, the aerial artist portraying Ysera. Once again, the BlizzCon movie contest will be on the first, second, and third place winners. They will be announced, and the entries will be shown on the main stage. And the BlizzCon Original Art Contest, yet again, the first, second, and third place winners, and their wholly original artwork will also be showcased then. And finally, the BlizzCon 2015 Costume Contest. As always, you will see a very wide range of art styles and levels of crafty, talented genius. So, always something to look forward to there. Now, on Saturday, November 7th, we've got the Legacy of the Void launch celebration from 11 to 12:15. Heroes of the Storm Grand Finals from 12:45 to 3 o'clock. And overlapping that, we've got the Hearthstone Grand Finals, 2 o'clock to 3:30. And the World of Warcraft Arena Grand Finals, 3:30 to 4:45. And then also, of course, the StarCraft 2 World Championship Grand Final, 4 o'clock to 6:30.
Nobody's going to pay to see this!
Okay, in Heroes of the Storm, Artanis has entered the Nexus this week as the newest warrior from the StarCraft universe, and while it is still early, since Blizzard released him a week early for those who've pre-ordered Legacy of the Void, we are actually already seeing some really viable builds as both a tank and a bruiser. For his combat trait, we have Shield Overload, which gives you a decent-sized shield for 5 seconds if you take damage while below 50% health. And it's on a 20-second cooldown. However, basic attacks actually lower that cooldown by 4 seconds. So it's much shorter than that overall. As far as his abilities go, for his Q, we have Blade Dash, which will cause Artanis to dash forward, dealing damage to all in his path, and then return to his original positioning, dealing an even heftier blow on his way back. For his W, we have Twin Blades, which causes his next basic attack to immediately strike twice. And for his E ability, we have Phase Prism, which is really cool if you haven't seen it. It deals damage to the hero and swaps Artanis' position with theirs. So great for peeling and, gap closing and all kinds of stuff there. So I'm impressed by it. Upon reaching level 10, you will be able to call upon your flagship, the Spear of Adun, to cast either Suppression Pulse, which is a large area damage and causes a blind for 4 seconds, or Purifier Beam, which chases the targeted hero, dealing damage for 8 seconds. Pretty hefty damage as well. It's definitely worth noting that both of these heroic abilities have an unlimited range on them, because it's being shot from space. In the meantime, the Heroes World Championship groups have been announced for BlizzCon as well. In Group A, we've got Cloud9, Team YL, Dignitas, and GIA. And then in the super stacked Group B, we've got Team DK, Na'Vi, Braveheart, and Tempo Storm. So let us know which teams you think will advance to the championship bracket in the comments below.
The world could always use more heroes.
So we've got an update for you, actually. The Overwatch beta that begins on October 27th is not only for North America, it's now been announced that it's also going to be for the EU. So good news to some of our friends across the pond there. We'll be looking forward to playing with you. So in the meantime, this past Thursday, the 22nd, there were 3 weapons of mass destruction that came together from other shows to deploy the newest bomb in the Blizz Pro arsenal. So we present to you the Payload.
The podcast for heroes in the world of Overwatch. This is The Payload.
I'm John. I push the buttons every week on different shows, but this week I'm pushing the buttons on this show. So I'm not here alone. I've also got Mr. Jimmy Bloxam. Last but not least, it is Kevin Hovdestad.
Pull up a chair by the heart.
Hearthstone's October 2015 ranked play season, Highmallin' and Brawlin', is coming to a close at the end of this month, and your chances of acquiring the Highmall card back for your collection will soon come to an end. And so will my chances to get to Legend. I'm really close. I got to rank 1 last night, but sometimes even that can be a little daunting. Those last few stars can still be quite the push, so wish me luck. Got just a little bit left to go here on that, so yeah, we'll see. Anyway, in the meantime, the Hearthstone World Championship is coming up. This is the first steps going on to BlizzCon. The players get together. The top 16 that are left are grouped into 4 different groups. 2 from each advance into the single elimination that's at BlizzCon. But the games actually start on October 28th through the 31st at 9 a.m. PDT. In the meantime, if you're looking for ways to watch BlizzCon or just in general hang out with other fans of Hearthstone, you can go check out your local area, find out if there's any sort of fireside gathering around you. The place to look would be firesidegatherings.com, where you can search for watch parties in your area or even sign up to host your own. Well, that about does it for this week yet again. Be sure to send Clover some email at dearcloverfromblizzpro@gmail.com and leave us some comments below. Let us know what you think. Also, be sure to check out all the other BlizzPro shows live at blizzpro/twitch.tv. On Sunday, we've got Well Met, the Hearthstone podcast. Monday, Twizcast, all things Blizzard. Tuesday, Heroes of the Storm Power Hour. Wednesday, West March Workshop for Diablo. Thursday now has the Payload for Overwatch. And then also check out us Zords on our own podcast, Lords of the Storm.